Even with Tom Brady gone in 2020, the Jets still couldn't beat the Patriots. New York has dropped 10 straight to New England, but they'll try to turn the plan around next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Brendan Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be quarterbacked, of course, by a two-time Super Bowl champion in his 18th NFL season. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 110 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. This rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Third season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And back deep, Deontay Johnson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And Brown's got it for a Jets touchdown. John Brown, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a 1st-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and it makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Murray now. Trying to improvise. Murray has the first down and more. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Handoff comes to Montgomery. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now Murray off play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Henry runs the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Chris Barnes drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. New England on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Justin Madubuike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Matt Judon there to bring him down. Now Balaj. A beautiful fake. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. They run it with Balaj. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Murray. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this throw caught left side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it's 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll run here with Balazs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Throwing on first down is Murray. The left side completion to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Murray now to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Murray from midfield. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Murray. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Murray. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jay Sternberger from 6 yards away. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Johnson now returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Another go around now for the Patriot offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Shotgun now for Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
But one of the things you always like about Quandre Diggs is his ability to bring his cornerback build and skills to the safety position. Had a career-high 5 interceptions to lead the Seahawks in 2020, where he was a first-time Pro Bowler. I love the way he plays in the secondary.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw, it's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Johnson on the return. A solid stiff arm. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. And
he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The throw taken in by Cole. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he whips that one incomplete there. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. From the gun, Murray. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
First target, first catch at a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Jets. Dallas Goedert, 47 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 35 on second down, Murray eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyler Murray, 35 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
A try here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 63 yards on the ground for him so far. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 31 yards there, a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deron Payne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Murray. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets it to Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Murray now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Henry runs 42 yards. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete. Okuebu now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Murray. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a little more isolated on the backside.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for New England, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.